Hi family. I'm here at the Korean church with my friends, and I had worship this morning. I really wanted to share this, and so I wanted to take the time to do it. I was reading in Mark chapter 10, verses 27, and then if you go down to verse like 50, I think 51 or 52, 53, it talked about how, what's impossible for man is not impossible for God. That starts off in 27. But if you go down to the 50s, it starts to talk about this gentleman who was blind and crying out. And God says, "What would you have me do?" He said, "I want to see." And he said, "Your faith has made you whole." And immediately he saw. And I was thinking that was not possible for him. He's been blind all this time. And I don't think that's a one-time thing. I don't want to preach, but honestly, this is really helping me because I think a lot of our issues, whether it's being obese or whether it's being a depressant or whether it's having diabetes, our health, again, like I've always said, starts in the mind. I really do. A lot of things, not all, but a lot of things really start in the mind. And I really do believe that if we don't understand that there's some things we just can't do. We just can't do it. And it's not I'll deal with it tomorrow. Sometimes you have to deal with it 5 minutes from the last time you said, "Lord, really help me. I can't do this. I know you can." That is much faith I got. And that is kind of what the Lord is showing me, that I just need to keep coming back to Him and saying, "You know what? Help me right now." Because I have by nature this judgmental nature. And I struggle. Sometimes I just have to stop and shut down because I don't know how to stop. Sometimes judging folk like, "Why aren't you perfect?" Clearly I'm not perfect. But still, and even that in and of itself, I tell you, God is teaching me, Raven, again, just come to me. Come to me, because what's impossible for you is not impossible for me. And He reminds me of what I truly forget. I've never before prayed about not being judgmental. I'm praying about it now. Before, I was such a hypocrite. I would cuss for days, but when I get around people, I'll be pious. I don't cuss at all. Well, in those moments of time of life, praise the Lord, once in 2 or 3, 4 years is better than what I used to do. God is really making some changes. And so my vulnerability to you right now is to tell you, remember, I'm on this journey of regaining Eden. I'm on this journey of God making some changes in my life. And I want you to know that He can do the same with you. Don't look at your circumstance, okay, and start determining your Christianity. Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's a lie. Look at truly, what is God doing around you? It may look like, nothing seems to be happening for me. You ain't dead, okay? There's always opportunities when you're alive. Start looking towards God and those opportunities instead of what you would prefer to happen to you right now, prefer to be, or whatever it may be, whether it's a car, whether it's a job, whether it's a man, whether it's whatever. Look at what you have. I'm noticing this now more than ever. And right now, what I got is the ability to remember that I need to not be judgmental. I need to remember that God is helping me and He's healing me, and He will continue to heal me, because what's impossible for me is not impossible for Him. So I want to encourage you on that. All right, back in church I go. Bye.